including the famous Duke Evans footage and what might be one of the most famous pieces of tornado footage ever.
Oh, look at the sound from people.
What? I see people's cars are literally parked there. Oh my god.
Hi guys, good day and welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite girls back again with another video. So guys, today we've been checking out a couple of videos, and next one on our list here is titled Top 10 Most Infamous F5 or EF5 Tornadoes.
Okay.
You guys, anything tornado is actually scary, right? Because the last one we saw,
it was really scary.
It wasn't even a joke. So I think this one is like
another one.
The worst. Like I think this F5 and EF5 are like the worst terrible
in
form.
History.
Yes. So I was browsing about it and they were like, these are like the craziest ones. So I don't even know what to expect right now. I don't know if this is just fiction or this has actually happened before and people have actually experienced this. So we are just so curious, and I'm even kind of scared. But yeah, we just want to check it out. But before then, if you're new here, please do well to hit the subscribe button. It will go a long way. Give us a big thumbs up if you eventually enjoy our reaction, and of course leave a comment for us. So guys, stop wasting much of your time. Let's get right into the video.
An F5/EF5 tornado is the highest rated tornado possible. These tornadoes are deadly, they're devastating, and thankfully they're quite rare. But they do occur, and in the past 150 years, there have been over 100 tornadoes that are believed to have had F5/EF5
Oh my god!
Today we're going to do a top 10 list on what I think are the most significant of these tornadoes. What do I mean by significance? Well, essentially I'm talking about the top 10 most famous tornadoes. Whether that's due to the amount of damage it caused, the amount of fatalities, iconic footage that was captured of the tornado, perhaps the lore behind a specific tornado. What are the tornadoes that have really captured the general public's fascination? That's what we're talking about today. Let's get into it.
This seems scary, honestly.
With number 10, we're starting off with the April 27th, 2011 Super Outbreak, specifically looking at the Hackleburg-Phil Campbell EF5 tornado. The 2011 Super Outbreak remains the largest and costliest tornado outbreak on record, with over 260 confirmed tornadoes and 324 fatalities. On that day, there were 4 EF5 tornadoes. We haven't had an EF5 tornado since 2013, and there were 4 on this day alone. A truly insane day for weather. The deadliest and most destructive of all these tornadoes was the EF5 that struck the communities of Hackleburg, Phil Campbell, Tanner, and Harvest in Alabama, and then Huntland in Tennessee. Overall, 72 lost their lives and over 145 were injured. Peak wind speeds were estimated to be in the 210 mph range, and the event lasted for over 2.5 hours, traveling 132 miles. 132 miles is a very long distance for a tornado. The EF5 damage mainly occurred in Hackleburg and Phil Campbell. Here's an example of the damage in Phil Campbell.
So the properties are
a house completely swept off its foundation. Here's another similar example in Hackleburg. This EF5 makes the list because it's probably the most significant tornado of the 2011 Super Outbreak. Although you could make an argument for the EF4 that struck Tuscaloosa and Birmingham. Quick honorable mention to the Rainsville, Alabama and Smithville and Philadelphia, Mississippi EF5s from that same day. Moving on to number 9 with the catastrophic tornado that occurred only 2 years later on May 30th, 2013. Yes, we're talking about the Newcastle-Moore EF5 tornado that resulted in 24 fatalities and 212 injuries. This tornado began northwest of Newcastle around 3 p.m. local time. It quickly strengthened, and within 5 minutes, the National Weather Service declared a tornado emergency for southern Oklahoma City.
Tornado emergency is now coming. We do have a tornado emergency. This is a tornado emergency. This is higher than a tornado warning.
I've seen a lot of hook echoes in my day, but none quite as well defined as the 2013 Moore EF5. Just take a look at this, and look at that debris ball. It would be terrifying seeing something like this on radar. The tornado would then enter the suburbs of Moore, destroying around 1,200 homes and hundreds of businesses. The scale of the destruction can be clearly seen through the satellite imagery available on Google Earth. The tornado reached peak EF5 strength near eastern Moore, where it swept well-built homes completely off their foundations. This damage was likely caused by winds in the 210 mph range. It would finally weaken shortly after exiting Moore in the Oklahoma City metropolitan area. This event has become well known through the large amounts of media coverage and footage, the most famous being Mike Morgan from KFOR. When you have a debris ball and hook echo that well defined, you're going to get quite a reaction from any TV meteorologist. And Mike Morgan definitely reacted accordingly.
Tornado emergency from Moore. You folks in Moore, you need to grab whatever it is you need to grab, and you need to go underground.
You need to go underground.
Grab your kids, grab your loved ones, grab your friends, or just get out of the way.
Overall, the event lasted 39 minutes, traveling 30 miles, which is quite a bit shorter than the Hackleburg Phil Campbell EF5.
You know, going underground is also
in such a densely populated area. Also worth noting, this is actually the most recent EF5 tornado. We haven't had an EF5 tornado in over 10 years.
Wow.
So the past few years have been great for the channel. We've really grown quite a bit, and that's awesome. I'm very thankful for it. I'm thankful for all of you. But it's also kind of led to people searching me more and searching more about my personal life. And that's why I'm thankful for today's sponsor, Aura. I don't know if you ever Googled yourself, but if you have, you might notice, oh wait, holy cow, there's all this information about me on the internet, like addresses, phone numbers, former addresses, all sorts of different data. And the people that are hosting this data, they're known as data brokers, and they're actually selling that data to different people, whether that's spammers, scammers, or hackers. These nefarious individuals then use this information to access your bank accounts, to access your social media accounts. It's not good, but thankfully there's Aura. See, Aura is an online platform that automatically scans the web for your information, whether that be an address, a phone number, or whatever. Scans the web, finds the data broker that's selling that information, and then opts you out. It's always working in the background, like you don't even need to worry about it. If a new data broker pops up, Aura's there to shut them down. They also offer a variety of other features, such as antivirus, password protection, and even parental controls. Be sure to check out aura.com/swiggle to get a 14-day free trial. That's 2 weeks free using aura.com/swiggle. Thank you so much, Aura, for sponsoring the channel. For number 8, we're going way back to 1953 with the May 11th Waco, Texas F5. This extremely powerful tornado destroyed over 600 homes and 400 commercial buildings, claiming 114 lives. This makes it the 11th deadliest tornado in U.S. history. And this was actually the most recent single tornado-related disaster to have over 100 fatalities until Joplin in 2011. On top of the fatalities, over 600 people were injured. Of course, there is no video of the event, but the photos show just how horrific and destructive this tornado was. The downtown portions of Waco were hit especially hard, including the R.T. Dennis building, where in that one building alone, 30 would lose their lives. Many of the downtown buildings were constructed poorly, leading to their collapse, burying people inside who were seeking shelter. Thankfully, the Alico building, which was a newer build, did not collapse. Some remnants from the tornado can still be seen to this day with the Dr. Pepper Museum. This brick building partially collapsed, but it was fixed up, and the newer bricks are the lighter color shown here. It is estimated that this tornado had wind speeds close to 261 miles per hour, making it the most powerful we've covered thus far. The Waco F5 is significant for a few reasons. First of all, it's one of the deadliest on record ever, a truly devastating event, but it also represents 1953 as a whole. 1953 was a terrible year for tornadoes. There was the Worcester F4 tornado and the Flint Beecher F5 tornado. All three of these tornadoes eventually led to more advances in civil defense against severe weather. Next up, the 1991 Wichita Andover F5. On April 26, 1991, around 6 p.m., a tornado formed near the city of Hayesville, Kansas. It quickly intensified to an F3 level where it began to leave a path of destruction through the southern suburbs of Wichita. It then crossed the Kansas Turnpike and destroyed the Greenwich Heights subdivision, creating damage in line with F4 tornado strength. Growing in intensity, the tornado entered the McConnell Air Force Base, where it narrowly missed 10 B-1B bombers worth $280 million each. 2 of these bombers were equipped with nuclear warheads. The tornado destroyed several buildings within the Air Force Base before continuing on towards Andover. As it approached Andover, the tornado completely swept well-built houses off their foundations on par with F5 level damage. At the same time, the tornado sirens in the city failed to activate. Thankfully, police officers quickly entered the Golden Spur mobile home park, informing the residents to seek shelter. This action saved dozens, maybe hundreds of lives, as just 10 minutes later, the trailer park took a direct hit. In the end, there were 17 fatalities and 22 injuries. The 1991 Andover tornado is definitely one of the more well-known F5s. One reason why the tornado has become so iconic is due to it occurring around the same time camcorders became more affordable and abundant in the general population. Most people around that time had video cameras, so for that reason there's a ton of footage of the tornado, including the famous Duke Evans footage, and what might be one of the most famous pieces of tornado footage ever, the McConnell Air Force Base footage.
Oh, look at the sound from people.
What? I see people's cars are literally parked there. Oh my god. This is
absolutely insane. Moving on to number 6, the 1974 Xenia, Ohio F5. So this specific...
You guys, I don't think I'll be able to continue this. This seems so heartbreaking. What do you think?
This is just really terrible.
It's just sad. This is just really heartbreaking. I don't think I'll be able to see it, honestly.
It's just really terrible.
Because it's like... The video is long. You can go check it out and watch the full video in the description box below. These are like really heartbreaking moments.
A lot of them, a lot. It's just like, so sad.
This is just the top 5. Like, he still has like up until 1, and I'm like, no. This is terrible. Like, I'm just so grateful. Like, it doesn't get to happen. You're going to say something?
I think we saw like a video of tornado. Like, I think we've seen a video before, and it was really heartbreaking. It was a disaster, and it's something that we do not wish to ever see. It's just really heartbreaking that people have to go through that. Yes, go through all these, and then you don't even, where will you
at that moment? Nowhere is safe, because
nowhere is safe.
What do you want to run to? Inside your house may just collapse. Inside your car, it could carry the car.
Exactly, like
going underground
properties.
Going underground, I feel it's even the most risky one, because it could actually like collapse the building on you, and then you're under really there. Sad. So it's just really scary. Like, I don't even have the mind to continue it, honestly. What do you guys think? I just hope nobody gets to experience this. I can't even imagine the people that have experienced.
Yes, the lives that have been lost.
It's just really heartbreaking, honestly. So that's it about this one. We're just going to end it here. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, we'll see you all on our next video.